Hey, it's CJ. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to be reacting to 17 interesting Mandela effects. So I already scanned through to like 10 minutes of the video because we don't need to react to the whole thing. We can react to just 10 minutes of it. So we're going to react to it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'd like to read those longer comments.
Okay, hold on.
In this video, we show feel free to share it in the comments and help everyone out. Consider subscribing to the channel at the end of the video if you enjoy it and like topics like this. Also, check out my Instagram and my Twitter where I post strange things. Without further ado, let's begin.
I thought we was doing that. Okay.
Mario Kart change. I have no personal experience with this effect as I never played Mario Kart when I was younger. I've only recently started playing it, and let me tell you, it's pretty addicting. So far, I've Rainbow Road on Mario Kart 64 specifically, a notoriously hard road to race on for some, as many fear of falling off due to the turns and high speeds. Now, it turns Mario Kart 64's Rainbow Road is actually a lot easier, as some are surprised to find out that the road has railings to keep you from falling off. Yeah, this comes as a shock to some that vividly remember falling off the map and raging.
I remember that, but I ain't even used to play like that for real, to be honest.
The way I remember it was that only some short sections had rails and the rest of the track didn't have any.
Right.
I looked up images and now the whole track has rails.
Right.
What the heck? This might be a new Mandela effect. I'm still open to the idea that I could be misremembering though. Another reply clears things up by stating, the Super Nintendo version has no rails and is so much harder.
Hey y'all, look, I got a Mario shirt on right now.
It's still very easy to get knocked off in the 64 version, but not consistently. How do you guys recall this road being? Chuck E. Cheese's flip-flop.
What you can do with your report card at Chuck E. Cheese's?
This entry is regarding the famous establishment that served some top-shelf pizza and had games that kids could play. Also known for their creepy animatronics, though that's a personal opinion. Some quite enjoyed those things apparently, even inspiring someone to create $1 million franchise because of it. Anyways, this Mandela effect is specifically about the name of the establishment. Some people remember the original name of it being simply Chuck E. Cheese, and never Chuck E. Cheese's, though others swear that it had always been Chuck E. Cheese's. The thing about this one is that the newest logo was indeed changed to simply Chuck E. Cheese, rebranding itself without the apostrophe that was once there. Basically, people are confused with this one, as they believe that the name has been flipping back and forth. One Reddit user's response states, it's been both for a number of years now. Different advertisements and even logos have it in different ways. Chuck E. Cheese and Chuck E. Cheese's are both correct. And down to one that actually surprised me, the King Tut sculptures. Okay, when you think of King Tut sculptures and other depictions of him, do you recall him like this, with a simple headdress containing a cobra right in the middle of the forehead? Nothing else? Well, if we take a look at the sculptures and other artifacts once again, some would be surprised when they find a cobra and vulture are side by side on his forehead, as some only remember a cobra being in the center of his forehead. How do you guys recall this one? I'm thinking some may be confusing it with another sculpture which doesn't depict him but instead someone else, but since we're not all archaeologists, we're bound to confuse some things with other things. Or the timeline did in fact shift, and I'm wrong, you know? One post states, of all the Mandela effects, the King Tut one has hit me the hardest. I'm a huge fan of all things Egyptian and have been since childhood.
I'm sorry,
I've never had two animals on his head.
I'm changing like
so
the screen
if I'm
around
simply
because
misremembering,
I'm trying to get
this
used
is
to
making
like
me
which
think that this
we
is
all
the
want to
beginning
watch
of my slow descent
basically.
into dementia. If I'm not, I'm
Sorry,
seriously questioning what's real anymore. Beats by Dre. This is a classic but almost forgotten Mandela effect in regards to the famous headphones named Beats by Dre.
Oh shit.
I'm uncomfortable. When I saw them pictures of him, do you recall him like this, with a simple headdress containing a cobra right in the middle of the Mandela effect in regards to the famous headphones named Beats by Dre, right? Well, no.
Let's be lively.
Headphones have always been called the Beats by Dr. Dre, though many swear that the official name was simply Beats by Dre. suggesting that we should have already known which Dre they're referring to. Though there's
This
something
pussy.
that has led to this confusion, as some of Beats' official social media handles have the same name, Beats by Dre, on them, like here on YouTube. They go by Beats by Dre, although the actual official product sold is labeled as Beats by Dr. Dre. Why don't they stick to a single brand name? I don't know. Most likely convenience's sake. Also, does anyone else remember heavily using Beats music and how cool it was at the time? I remember finding out about hip hop through this app and listening to Kendrick Lamar's Good Kid, Mad City. But I don't know. Do you guys use this as residual evidence that Beats by Dre did in fact exist and that there's a new timeline shift? Or is it something else completely? Abe Lincoln and his top hat. Abraham Lincoln became the United States.
Bitch, nobody said the fuck, bitch, nobody said that I liked it, the bitch, I would just say it right through because they popped up on my timeline and things like that. Nobody said the fuck, bitch, nobody said that I liked it, the bitch, I would just say it right through because they popped up on my timeline and things like that. What your niggas doing to be?